Welcome back. You listen to the Open Discussion Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Alicia.
And I am Open Discussion. I'm just playing.
One day we're going to have a seamless introduction. It ain't going to be today, though.
Maybe tomorrow.
Don't count on it. Anyway, how are you doing today, Drvco?
I'm actually doing amazing. I had a little, my little situation I got going on. But you know what? It's cool.
You got a situation?
I mean, not for real. I'm just dramatic.
Oh, okay. I'm like, dang, did I miss something?
No,
okay.
I'm dramatic. I'm
What you been doing today?
I actually took the strongest nap. I took some melatonin last night, so I go to bed early, and
like
it carried over. I normally take the gummies, but I had the little pills.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I took a B12 early, because I still felt the...
Reverse it. Oh, so you was trying to reverse it. I was going to take melatonin gummies for my flight to Iceland, because I was like, oh my God, it's a long flight, but it really wasn't even that serious. And
How long was the flight?
Like 7. 6, well, it was 6 hours going, 7 hours coming back, but I just went to sleep a little bit, and it ended up being like a 5-hour flight, which I can handle.
I can't handle that.
I listened to, I think, there's a book I listened to. I can't remember who's it might have been The Science of Respect. I can't remember it, but anywho, I listened to something that goes by. I try to, if I can find a show on Netflix or a podcast that's like hours long, then flights go by.
I recently did that for the first time because I always forget my iPad at home, so I definitely had my iPad on the plane last week, and I was watching Greenleaf. Finally, I finished it.
Good. Wait, what happened in the last episode? I can't remember.
The last episode. I hope y'all watched it, but the last.
I mean, they ain't watched about now. They up the creek without a paddle.
That's when the family got back together.
Oh yeah.
Bishop had passed out in front of everybody. And they thought he was dead.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna let that happen.
And then
Hold on, didn't what's the girl, the dark skinned daughter?
The young daughter? Zora.
Zora. Did she leave that dude? She did, cause she did. She wanted to go to Spellman. He was like,
yeah, she ended up leaving. He was trying. She was putting him on live about to abuse her, and then she ended up going back home.
I'm really bad with remembering what happened on the show or movie. You got 24 hours for me to talk about it, and after that, I don't remember.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? I can watch stuff over and over. Like, I have no problem with it. I watched the one when I flew a few weeks ago. I watched Insecure the whole season again.
Really? I can't do that. I can't pay attention.
I watched it again.
Wow, the whole thing. You must really like Issa Rae.
I actually do.
Yeah, me too. Actually.
I really want to.
People say that I remind them of her.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay.
Broken pussy. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm really more like
Molly, not using my pussy.
Wow.
Anywho,
I could see that.
Whatever.
Well, I could be Issa. I'm down with that.
You give me
Issa. Don't say nobody else.
You give me bank teller baby vibes. I'm just kidding. How was your the wedding? You went to San Diego?
It was pretty good. The wedding party was cool. The weather was not cool. Well, actually, was too cool. That was the problem. It was cold and rainy and
myths about California. It is not always hot.
No, and it was on Valentine's Day, and they were supposed to have a beach wedding, and that was ruined by Mother Nature.
Honestly, I can't imagine having a beach wedding because it's always windy.
Yeah, but it was cute though. They had like little foot jewelry for the bride, like for everybody. But yeah.
That's cute. Did you is this a client you worked with before?
These are well, I worked with her brother before.
Okay.
And her mom. So I haven't met her because she's in Cali, but
yeah, I know that's true.
I met her family.
Well, I had a birthday event.
Yeah, and it was a little too lit. I'm just playing out. It was actually really fun.
Thank you.
It got me prepped for my
you get old.
Situation. Nah, I actually had fun. I went skating after that.
Oh, you sure did. Which one was more fun?
I mean, I was skating.
Oh, never mind. That's an insider I don't even want to address. Anyway, so if you guys remember on the last episode, Drvco was working really hard to convince me to have a birthday celebration, and I was not. And literally 24 hours later, I'm sending out e-vice.
Yeah, it was so last minute that I forgot. Well, I didn't forget that she was having something.
Did he?
I forgot where it was.
I don't know how he could do that, but yes, I had a.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It was really last minute, but it turned out well. I didn't get to invite everybody that I wanted to invite, so I know some people probably look at my Instagram stories like, oh, she said she wasn't having nothing. I'm really sorry. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people. And honestly, I was really impressed with how many people showed up. I'm just like, dang, y'all like me? Y'all love me. So I was trying to be the hostess with the mostest, but I went to Whiskey Blue, and that place is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Like, it was very low key, which is good for me because I'm not a turny-uppy type anymore. The food was good.
Oh, yeah. I remember that time.
I'm 30 now, so I'm a new woman. But no, I had a real good time. So thanks to all my friends that showed up, even the people that I didn't invite that showed up. No, I'm just kidding. They were like +1s, +3s. I met three new people.
I was a +1.
Anyways, but yeah, so now I'm 30. I had a great birthday weekend. I went to see What Men Want, and that was actually.
You went to the movies?
Yes, I did. What's the problem?
I need to get that little movie pass.
I don't think it's worth it anymore. Because it used to give you unlimited movies to all these theaters, but like big theaters have backed out, like AMC. And there's certain, like it's not even unlimited anymore. It's really, you know what?
Okay, maybe I should.
And I hate to downplay it because it is a black-owned business, but it's not what it was initially. And I think theaters started to realize how much money they were losing. So they were just like,
I'm not really a movie theater person, but I want to start going to movies because every time I go to the movies, I actually enjoy it. So
yeah, I'm not a big movie person either. I don't even be knowing what's coming out. I learned about the What Men Want last weekend. I was like, oh yeah, let's go see it. But yeah, I was glad I went. It was a good movie. It was a little long, about 2 hours long, but it was worth it. I didn't have any like boring moments. So shout out to Taraji. Anyways, we do have a listener letter, guys. Don't forget that you can send listener letters to listenodp@gmail.com. Send us advice, suggestions, questions, concerns, complaints. We will do our best to address it on air. If not, maybe we'll email you back. Maybe we don't. It just depends. You know what I'm saying? But this listener letter that we have is from Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
Hey. Minaj.
Triage. Nikki Triage. Nikki Triage has a very short email, but she said, I'm tired of smoking weed.
Straight to the point, huh?
I'm tired of smoking weed. I be stressed out and I smoke weed to balance my mind out. But I need other methods. What do y'all do to maintain the peace? I was like, good question, Nikki Triage.
Okay.
So that's going to lead to our topic for today. How do you maintain peace? So, personally, I think I naturally am peaceful. I know that. No, I think, so I'm not somebody that's in like mess. I don't really get upset easily. So if I do get upset, then nothing is peaceful. Let's be very clear. But I am pretty, I don't know, I think I'm pretty easygoing. Even when I'm mad, I just really get quiet. So if there is unrest or non-peace, it's all in my mind. But I think something that keeps me from going overboard or being stressed out, I just lay down.
Yeah.
I just lay in the bed, or I just be quiet. I think, and then when I'm quiet, I'm thinking. I might be calculating stuff. Now I can and will like express myself in a way that may seem explosive, but I really truly try to avoid it. And only really people.
I mean, you are an Aquarius. I've just grown to accept that.
What does that mean? I don't really know what the zodiac stuff mean.
I hope I don't get attacked.
Oh God.
On the internet, but I mean, just. Yeah, I mean, Aquarius are very nice people.
That's
right. At times.
I'm always nice.
But I mean, you just said it. Y'all are very explosive. Period. Okay. Yeah.
The only people that have seen me explode honestly are people that I've been in relationships with.
And me. I've seen.
Have I exploded on you before?
Not necessarily on me. Maybe a few times, but I mean, we were joking. Maybe when we were kids. You definitely...
When I was younger, when I didn't know myself, really.
Yeah.
Have you seen me explode on people, though?
Yes. What do you mean?
I don't remember, I guess.
We'll save all that for a whole nother episode.
Yeah, I don't even know, huh?
Yeah.
Learn something new about yourself every day.
Yeah. But that's just Aquarius trait. I'm friends with a few Aquarius and my nephew. Oh.
But I think it might be different from women and men.
No, it's not.
Yikes. Well, if I ever exploded on you, I apologize because it was not my intent. Usually I just cut people off. Like, you literally just will not hear from me again. It works well. It works very well, actually. Anywho, so what do you like to do, Drvco, to maintain peace?
Let me just start out by saying I'm a Taurus. We definitely have like, I wouldn't say unethical, but like a really weird kind of way of expressing ourselves sometimes. So I really try to fight that, and then we can have a negative mindset, like go into something like, oh, I don't want to do this because so and so is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, blah blah blah, and I have real bad anxiety. So I tried the weed smoking thing for a little minute, maybe like 6 months. It was a long time. Honestly, it makes me.
You said 6 months was a long time?
To me, it is.
Oh, okay, I got you.
To smoke weed on a regular, that's a long time.
My bad. Carry
on. I stopped. It just really made me paranoid. I will have different feelings every time. Like sometimes it'll really help, and then sometimes I'll be really paranoid, and I can't function like that. And then I switched over to edibles, which I still like.
Oh Lord, that's a dramatic difference.
You know what though? People say that, and I think that people just overdo it. Like,
well, I don't know what I do.
You know, people just overdo it. You eat too much of it, and it's definitely gonna give you like too much of a feeling. But I literally just eat a piece, or if I get candy, eat half of it, and I'll be good.
And how long?
I work better when I eat an edible. Like if I do makeup, my makeup is so much better to me. When I do
your eyes got different layers. You can see all the details.
Yeah, and I take my time. Yeah.
You do you think the weed you were smoking was making you paranoid because of the strand? Because I heard that it varies depending on which one.
When I was on tour, I hate to always bring stuff back to this, but when I was on tour, when we was in LA,
well, it was like your last job.
Yeah. We went to LA a few times, and when I was out there, I went to some weed dispensaries. So I literally got all types. Like I got hybrid, I got sativa, and I got indica. Mm-hmm. And yeah, all of it made me paranoid. High.
You said you got what?
Paranoid.
Oh, really? From trying all of them?
Yeah. I did notice that I got paranoid more when I smoked backwoods because I listened to everybody around me. They're like, "Oh, you should smoke leaves." It'd be better. I heard that was better. Gonna be strong.
Really? Because of the leaf? Have you ever
It's like wrapping weed in a Black and Mild.
I don't know anything about that.
And Black and Mild is really, it's so strong to the point where, like, if you smoke a Black and Mild to me, I feel like I'm getting high. I cannot do that. Like,
you know, people really be on blacks though. I think that might be a hood commodity because I don't really smell blacks. It make
you feel like you smoking weed.
But it's tobacco. Do you try vape?
I've tried it. I don't like to put it together, and then it's a lot, and it's so hard to find good vape juice that's nicotine free. So. Oh
really? I thought it was all nicotine free.
That's what they try to tell you, but I smoke hookah.
You know, that's actually ain't that nicotine?
It is, but to be honest, like hookah is therapeutic for me.
I cannot get into hookah. I just don't. I don't think I'm phaseable by smoking in general because I've tried cigarettes, weed. I think it's just
blacks. To me, I look at it as a breathing exercise.
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather sleep.
I think sleeping is a good breathing exercise.
Yeah, but I can't. I really can't. I mean, these days I'm busy. You're busy. Can't sleep all day.
You're right.
So I mean, I got stuff to do. But recently I found like I got certain playlists I listen to when I'm like feeling some type of way. I have to be by myself. I don't want nobody talking to me. Phone be in a different place. Let me just chill. I got candles. I got sage. I got breathing apps on my phone.
I tried those, but my mind is so scatterbrained. I just can't even focus. I be thinking about rabbits jumping off of cliffs. I be thinking of like my mind cannot focus. In my mind, I literally see pigeons cooking steak. Like it'd be so crazy stuff.
So you just your mind never stops.
It never.
I feel like I'm that person
too, so
but you just have to kind of like you gotta stop. Like you just have to stop.
Help me.
No, I feel like you just have to kind of stop and breathe and just like.
All right, let's do a breather right quick. Let's do it for 5 seconds.
See, that made me feel better already. Wow.
Do you have the? Oh, you don't have an Apple Watch. It has that breathe notification.
I actually do. I left it at home.
Oh, well, I turned that notification off because I'm like, I'm already breathing. So okay.
Oh no, I love that.
Do you? So are there things you do? So you mentioned you smoke hookah. You like hide your phone, hide your kids, hide your wife. Do you do things to your home? Because people like burn sage or what does that do for you, and why do you do that?
So I burn sage.
That's not the same question.
Well, no, I can tell you what I do that for. I do burn sage. A lot of people, I hate the fact that people look at stuff like that as witchcraft. They just ignorant.
Really? People say that?
I mean, because in my room, I have a lot of crystals on my dresser, and I have sage. And I keep my sage in like a big seashell. But that's just because the seashell is cute. Like it's not nothing. It don't.
So they look at that as like some kind of setup
what are you
for
doing?
witchcraft.
Yeah, they think I'm a witch.
That's interesting.
Which is weird, but
isn't sage natural though? I mean, I guess that doesn't take away from magical powers. You literally eat it
in your food.
Oh, do I?
If you eat dressing on Thanksgiving, you're eating sage. You can't make dressing without sage, unless you are another race. But I'm just playing awkward. Yeah, I burn sage because it just cleanses your area. Like if you feel like you having a bad day, some bad vibes around you, some bad vibes in your house, like people that have bad vibes, you want to clean it out. Sage is just good to just clear the air. And I don't like how it smells, but I just feel, and it could be a mind thing. To be honest, you just never know. But it helps me because I just think positive. I just kind of manifest what I want to happen, and then I just.
OMG! I was just listening to a podcast about manifestation today.
Yeah,
I'm not really familiar with that. So hold up, how did you learn about this kind of stuff like sage? Like I feel like I learned from social media.
I literally sit on my computer and just research stuff because I see people around me that have changed over the years. Like they just
in a positive or negative way.
In a positive way, like just the type of things that they do, and I just ask them about it, and then I just take it upon myself to look it up and research and just ask questions about different things like that. Like even the crystal thing, like anybody that collects crystals, I ask them why they do it. And then I went to a store in Sandy Springs. It's called Dungeons and Dragons.
By the Target?
Yep.
My coworker goes there. She was telling me about it. She said there's a lady who's really helpful if you don't know how
to. So I normally go to the one in Little 5 Points just because it's closer to my house, but I ended up going there with a friend, and I was talking to the lady for a long time. And
really?
She just kind of put in perspective of why people, like with the certain crystals, it just, once again, you just manifesting what you want to have. And you can't just, she said that people just normally go in there and be like, oh,
headache.
Let me just get this one because this one says for money, this da. And usually, she's like, that's not really how it goes. You just got to kind of look through them, and whichever one, grabs your eye and brings you closer to it, that's the one you get. And it can really mean whatever you want it to mean, for real. I mean, they do have special meanings, but that doesn't mean that it has to be for that reason.
Yeah.
You charge them. You keep them in. I put mine in the windowsill sometimes.
That's exactly what my coworker does. She has like a light at her cube to like charge them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Salt lamps.
I have a salt lamp. I have 2.
Oh, well, see?
I actually had one at my desk, but somebody kept turning it off, and it was annoying me, so I just took it home.
Oh.
But so I actually, me and this guy some years ago went on a date, I guess you could say. We went to the a store in Little 5 Points, and it had rock stones, and I had no idea what we were doing. It didn't even make sense, and he didn't even try to like explain it because I didn't even really ask. He was just like, "She don't know, don't worry." I'm just like, okay, but now looking back, like, oh,
I don't like that. He could have told you because my thing, because I feel like when people do stuff like that, they're trying to like basically say like, oh, you don't know nothing. Like this ain't really yo. I take offense to that.
Oh, it's okay, honey. That was the last time we hung out. So
good.
But no,
stay where you at. You and your rocks.
I just didn't understand what it was, and he was so childish. So we never talked about it. But as time went on, I would see these stones or rocks again, and it would start to make sense. But I'm actually interested in that, and I wonder why people want to say that it's witchcraft. Because the way I look at it, like if you pray for things, is that not manifesting?
First of all, I had this conversation with one of my friends' mom because she tried to basically call me out on that. And I had a conversation with my family, and I'm just like, here's the thing though. You claim Christianity, which is cool. Nobody says nothing about that. But when you go to church, y'all practice communion and do all these other things. You're drinking grape juice, which is representing blood.
Yeah.
Okay. What about, so I can easily say that's witchcraft.
Yeah, I mean, people say that. People say that about speaking in tongues and things of that nature.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
So it's just like I tell everybody else, I'm like, me personally, I don't currently identify with a certain religion just because I definitely believe in God and I believe in religion. I just don't know
which one I identify with just
because a lot of different religions that I've been exposed to, I don't really like their practices or what they stand for.
Yeah.
So
I can understand that.
I don't really know, but I tell people, I'm like, listen, it's all the same thing. You just can't chastise people for the way that they choose to,
how they believe, right?
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
It's the same thing. You manifesting stuff, you praying is the same as praying and meditating.
I think people just deny what they don't understand. They're just like, oh, what is that? This devilish. Yeah. But wow. Someone who I'm a huge fan of is Hey Friend Hey. A lot of people know her as like a wellness guru, but she doesn't like to be called a guru. But she has talked about how her friends have manifested homes that they shouldn't even be having. You know what I'm saying? Not literally shouldn't be having, but things that people would consider far-fetched. Like people have manifested first-class tickets on a plane. Yeah. I mean, just things in general. I'm just like, how do you get in tune with that? Do you just like focus on it so much, or do you just like say what you want and then it happens? Like I always
wonder, just have to believe it. Yeah. Like it's the difference when you're setting goals, because those are just goals. But, just I feel like you just gotta believe that you're gonna get it.
Yeah, true.
Even my bride from last week, she said that she was in a really. Oh wait, that wasn't her. I'm sorry. It was a client Super Bowl weekend. She was telling me that's not a flex. I mean,
you're right. Super Bowl was in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was in Atlanta. She was telling me how she was in a relationship and they've been together for about 2 months at the time, and she was so in love with him. And she said it was so hard for her to find a man. Like, she was like, she just gave up on it.
A good man at that point.
A good man.
Yeah.
And she said that she literally had a journal. And she just manifested a lot of stuff. Like, she just wrote down, stuff that she's going to have. Like, she's going to have, somebody that respects her, blah, blah, blah. She was like, even down to her home, the type of home that she wanted, what she wanted for her kids. And she was like, everything just started coming little by little, and she don't even know how or where it came from.
Well, that's so dope.
So it's like you just have to, when people say, like, speak stuff into the atmosphere.
Yeah, into the universe. No, I'm all for it. I agree. Maybe I need to be a little bit more focused on that, like to better understand it. But I feel like I've gotten everything I've quote unquote manifested. I might not have known I manifested it, but I definitely put it out there that this is what I'm working on and it's worked in my favor. So that's lit.
I think that my problem now is that I need to stop, like, with the negative thinking. Like, I think that's just a part of.
Negative, like what? Thinking something might go wrong?
Yes, all the time. Like, I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to do this, I ain't gonna be able to do that, da, 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 da. And I need to stop saying that, because the tongue is a powerful thing. I don't say it out loud, but I definitely think it, and I just try to turn my head space, away from stuff like that. Like, dang, I don't need to think like that. But
I think I do the same thing. This is something that I always mess up and do. I always, like, let's say you tell me, hey, let's go to Miami this weekend. I'm like, oh, well, if we go to Miami this weekend, then it's probably going to rain. If it rains, there's going to be a mudslide. There's a mudslide, we won't get on our flight. And that's a dramatic scenario. Yeah. But I tend to plan things out in my head almost for no reason. But because I've been in situations where I knew something should not have, like I shouldn't have done something, and what I thought was going to happen ended up happening. So now I'm just like super, super, super cautious about it. I'm just like, oh, well, I don't want to go to Publix, because if I go to Publix and I got to go, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm getting in my own way. But I think I'm guilty of that. But it's so hard for me to get out of that, because it's like, as soon as I don't do it, I'm be like, I knew I should have just listened to myself. So it's like, how do you even?
But in the same breath, you got to realize that stuff gonna happen regardless. So you just can't escape it all the time.
You're right. Gonna be in the bed all day long, talking yourself out of doing stuff. Hey, I want to go to the bathroom. If I go to the bathroom, I'm gonna use 2 more squares of tissue. If I can use 2 more squares of tissue, I'm closer to needing to buy more tissue, so I'm just gonna hold it.
And you know what's so crazy? I'm breaking out of that now. Like, even now, I've been doing makeup now for almost 10 years, and it's so much other stuff I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to act, and I want a skincare line, I want a cosmetics line, I want to work on me speaking. Like, even with this podcast thing, I'm not good at speaking. I'm not good at speaking in front of people.
I can't tell.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've seen you speak in front of people before. I know what you mean. You might just be getting your own head, because look at me. I have a crazy personality, and I always tell people I have stage fright. Like, I just can't even do it. But I know I can, but it's like, I can't.
So, I think now I'm getting out of my own way. For the longest, I just, trying to tell myself, like, dang, I shouldn't do this because nobody's going to buy it and this and that. And, yeah.
Have there been times where you've had people that have around you that have impacted your things that you manifested? So, maybe like negative energy or people that are just not good for you in general?
Yes, I think that we have a mutual one. Crickets.
Okay, well, I think if we talk about the same situation, then I'm good.
I know, but let me just say this: I definitely had people around me that had so much negative stuff to say all the time, and people try to put themselves before you just because they know that people are going to pay attention to you regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know that you're talented and they see your drive for stuff, but they'll sit there and just throw stuff in like, oh, well, I do this and I do that and I have this and I have that. And I'm just like...
To make them seem bigger than what you are?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's just kind of like... Regardless if you're trying to do that or not, people still gonna pay attention to me because they see the authenticity of what I'm doing and they can see through what you're doing.
Preach, Pastor Drvco.
So, yeah, Bishop.
Okay, Bishop. Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, you gotta watch yourself around people like that. And then on the flip side, I do have some people in my life now, and they're older than me, which I feel like has a big part of doing it. Not saying that people that's younger than me or my age can't teach me stuff, but it's kind of comforting when there's somebody that's older than you and they like speaking some stuff into you and make you
they
feel
have
like
wisdom.
You can do some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So
seem a
I
little
feel
bit
like
more
they help me a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've had friends, ex-friends, I'll say, that have been like was so negative that it was draining. Like to the point where like, and this was people like I become like work friends or whatever the case is, but it's like, okay, let me give an example. Like, I have an ex-friend that used to like struggling for her own fault. Like lights not on, don't have nobody to pay. She can't pay a car note, just all kinds of crazy financial situations. But she would get herself in it because she put her priority into other things like going to the club and whatever.
Yeah.
And she would, anytime anybody was doing something good, she would find some way to break it down. Like, you could be like, oh, I'm going on this trip to Iceland. Why you going to Iceland? Don't nobody go to Iceland. You ain't no white girl. You gonna blow all your money out there. Oh, you must got your taxes. It's like, girl.
Yes.
And it's so frustrating. It's like, I know I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me otherwise. But it's draining though, because that never impacted my way of thinking, but it made me not want to talk to her about nothing, period. Yeah. And nobody should be like that if you're supposed to be friends. I just had to cut her off. And it just was like, and she was somebody who was in a worse situation, had a worse relationship. Her boyfriend was doing like a 5-year bid in the feds. And it just was a lot of like, girl, you got some nerve. But I think the issue is that her insecurities of what her real life was going on. It was hard for her to see people doing the right thing with their own life.
Girl.
Like, she would try to talk people out of getting, people who was engaged, talk them out of getting married. Like, what?
Yeah. I know people like that currently. Like, they'll see, especially with social media. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Social media, people don't realize it's all a facade. So they not all of it, because
not
it is
timeline.
Some, you know what I'm saying? It's still some people that are real. They showing you what's real. Of course, I'm not going to personally broadcast my negative stuff that I have going on when I don't have shit all the way together. But I don't know. It just, I don't know. I have friends that I know that are like internet trolls. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's annoying and weird.
And I'll be like, and I try not to judge them, because I'm like, maybe it's just something going on with them.
And trolls, you mean like commenting certain stuff?
Yes.
Wow. So people they don't know, or people that
Yes. Like,
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I can't really reveal how I found it. But
yeah. Is this from their personal account? Or it's a fake account?
That's what I'm saying. I can't really reveal how I found it. I'm like, whoa, this is you.
That is very odd.
So, yeah, that's not cool.
At all.
That's not cool.
But I always feel like people that
it's
do
like
that kind
of like something is literally wrong with you that you just sit there and just. Like, I always look at internet trolls and see the comments and stuff like that, but I'm like, damn, I wonder what type of people this. In my head, I be thinking it's like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
11. These are adults.
Oh my God.
I'm like, whoa.
I always wonder why people. That's crazy, and it's like
the fact that I know one.
Yeah, that's weird. But I also feel like maybe they think they'll feel better by leaving those comments, but they do it again and again and again, trying to get that feeling of like,
yeah.
Oh, matter of fact,
let me tell you
I just
about
realized
yourself.
we both know an internet troll. It just hit me. I share offline, but I know a person who also has fake accounts and leaves comments and will leave like personal stuff like, oh, I heard you got fired because you still not registered type stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a mess, but I don't even talk to any of these people, so it don't even matter. But I not think about it, but that person that I know does it is very, very insecure and pours all their negative stuff on the internet, complains about everything, literally lies so much we're gonna start calling them rug. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I think it comes from insecurity, so they think that if they say something negative, they might bring down the other person too. Maybe the other person will second guess themselves, and then if they see something fail in that person, then they'll be like, see, I was right the whole time. Meanwhile,
I think that my thing is now I'll try, because I know I have some traits about myself that I have to work on with dealing with other people. Mm-hmm. So I don't try to look down on, because of course before I'll be like cutting people off or just
that's my motto. Cut them off,
whatever.
Block them, honey.
Doing stuff like that. But I see potential in certain people, so I know that's really not who they want to be. And I think that they just need somebody to confront them about it and just tell them, like, this ain't cool. This is not what you need to be doing. You need to focus on this, blah, 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 or try to help them. Or if you can't help them, try to lead them in the direction of getting some professional help.
Some people can't be helped, man. It's like they're in denial. But you're right, professional help, because...
Yeah, because I'm not a therapist, so I can't give you... I don't have the answer, Sway.
Yeah. Sway? That's what you're talking about? No, I'm just playing.
I don't have the answer, Sway. But
yeah. No, you're right.
I feel like professional help is needed with a lot of people.
You're right. You're right. Because people can get chomped off a million times and will stay at their antics. It's like, you ain't tired of getting cussed. I saw this video last night of these girls at like a New York subway station, I think. And this one girl was talking so much junk to this random girl. And the girl drugged her, and the girl that was talking junk was like, my body vibrating. It's like, what? Girl, you basically got beat up. But she was talking so much smack, and then she was crying at the end. It's like, you started this. Like, what's your problem?
People love to light the firecracker, and then when it pop and other people react to it, they want to hide their hands and just act like they really didn't do nothing.
Or write a check for $3,500.
That sounds like a personal attack.
Sound like Jussie Smollett.
Wait. I didn't get... I'm leaving that story alone. Yeah. I haven't watched the interview with Robin Roberts.
Don't waste your time. It's just another
I don't watch anything because after I just want to wait till the end and just see the outcome.
Yeah, true. What if we all wrong? I don't even care. You're right. Let's just leave it alone.
So I'm going to leave it alone. Anywho, while we on that, I need somebody, if y'all listening, y'all work for somebody, police department, whatever, y'all need to arrest R. Kelly.
Period. Chicago, which is where this crime happened with Jussie.
Exactly. R. Kelly is still a free man. Ed Buck is still a free man.
Period. Wait, who's Ed Buck? Part of my ignorance.
Ed Buck is the politician. I don't know exactly what he does because I care not to know.
Is this the guy with the cross eyes?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? That big...
And he was talking about Trump, and he was saying he was going to drown his kids.
Yes, oh my God, that pissed me off so bad. Okay,
But Ed Buck is...
Somebody, Dustin from Friendzone said God done already got him.
Yeah. Ed Buck is a politician in California, and he is a person that pays for black gay escorts.
Oh my God, yes.
And then they
die.
Give them drugs. Yep. They all do meth, which is big. That's a whole, we'll talk about. Actually, yeah. I actually want to talk about that on the episode.
Okay.
But meth is a big drug in the black gay community, and it's really discreet.
We can talk about it on the next episode.
I definitely want to talk about that.
Okay.
But it's definitely used a lot for sex workers and people in that field. So that's definitely somebody that he targets because he knows that most of the time they'll be down for it. But he does this thing called point, where instead of them smoking the meth, they put it in a needle and inject it into their blood. And
oh my God.
Yeah. He had 2 people to die in his home.
I remember seeing that. And this was like a year apart, and he's not like
One of them was more recent. It was like a few months ago.
Yeah, it was. I saw the pictures, and he's not. He's like literally getting away with it. Like, oh, the guy just overdosed. Oh, yeah. Some prostitute.
Did you see the video of him the other day?
Dudes? Yeah, in the parking lot.
And then he had a guy come out a few months ago after the second death, and he was saying how like he did, what he does, and then. He said that the drugs made him really angry. The boy who he brought over, he said it made me really manic, and he kicked him out. But he didn't die from it.
Oh my God!
He's still alive, but yeah. And this man is still walking the streets.
That type of stuff really stresses me out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, lock
Justice
him up.
Smollett, you gonna get yours if some stuff went down. I ain't worried about that, but it's people out here that's done some worse crap.
Yeah, literally lives are being lost and people not being held accountable for it.
Mm-hmm. So focus on that.
Well, Nikki, I hope we answered your question.
Nikki, call me, girl. I'm just playing.
If you guys have any questions, concerning comments, like I said before, you can send us an email at listenodp@gmail.com. We actually have a phone number that people can text and leave voicemails.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why I never talk about it.
I do have it. It's 911-0024. Yes.
So you can you can actually go to the You can actually go to the OD Podcast Instagram account, and it's right next to the email button, and you can send us a text message or an email and share your feedback or ask a question. And if you leave a voicemail and if you want us to play it on air, I will gladly play it on air. So just say what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the phone number because I don't even know it myself.
She'll put it online. She can put it on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm just going to post it under the notes of the episode. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. You got anything you want to announce, Mr. Drvco?
So, yeah, I got the movie. Well, it's like a short film that I'm a part of. The remake of Mean Girls. I'm going to be a part of that.
That's lit. Have you already started recording?
First, we're filming tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I saw you put the flyer up on Instagram.
Yes, we're filming tomorrow. I'm excited. So
who are some people that are going to be in it with you?
I don't know if everybody is familiar with everybody, but I'll go down the list.
They will everybody.
Be. It's starring Jasmine Elizabeth, Brittany Shirley, Denny Moore.
Demi Moore?
No, Denny girl.
Oh,
Denny
sorry.
Moody. I'm so sorry. Denny Moody. Young Shan, Racky Lotto, all these people. Mac Millions, Zanique.
Hey, I know her.
Young Baby Tate.
Oh, I know her too.
And me.
Oh, I know you too. That's lit. So
yeah, is this gonna be shot by a guy on Instagram, Youngin with the Canon, Jalen. Shout out to Jalen. But yeah. So it's just a remake of Mean Girls and a whole bunch of other teen films like that, but it's featuring Black internet influencers.
That sounds so dope. Is
I don't
that
know why
gonna
that was
be
so hard for me to say.
It's okay. You just overwhelmed with excitement.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be in theaters, like special theaters, or?
So it's gonna be on the YouTube. What's the other YouTube called? I mean, it's affiliated with YouTube, but it's not the actual YouTube.
Is it like what artists be having on their page?
I don't know. It's the part. Well, anyway, it's gonna be on YouTube, and I know that they're trying to have meetings to get it put on Netflix.
That's lit. Well, I hope it does.
So if it gets put on Netflix, I mean, if the film turns out good, they're gonna do a part 2, and we're gonna be on Netflix.
That's lit. Well, that's lit. I don't even know what to say besides that's lit. That's lit.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go to work.
Yes.
And go home. No,
yes.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
you are stupid. I'm actually trying to plan another trip to go on soon. I saw some crazy flight deals that I regret not taking action on. But
maybe you can help me with my birthday trip because I don't know.
Oh, please! Yes. I hope you got some reliable people that know how to book. And
if not, I can go with 2 people. It's fine, 2 or 3 people.
Period. I'm going. Recently I saw a round trip to Anchorage, Alaska for $313. That's usually a pretty expensive flight. We talking about like the northernmost point.
I want to go to a beach though.
Oh, all right. Well, I can do that too. Well, you know what I mean. I like going to art places.
I can do that anytime, but my birthday, I'm trying to have a Speedo on.
Oh, okay. No, I don't really have anything crazy going. I am working on some stuff, but it's nothing that I can really say right now because it's not. Like, I'm not really. a fan of
manifested, girl.
I'm manifesting it right here behind my eyelids. But no, I actually have some really cool business stuff that I'm working on right now, and I hope that works in our favor. It actually will be very, very good for the podcast. So let's just see how that goes. Hopefully the next episode it'll be us talking about the Level Up Expo. And which is now free soon, because by the time y'all hear this, it'll be over anyway. But it was $15.
I was about to say it wasn't free always.
It wasn't. No.
Okay, so I didn't make that up.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Hit us up on Instagram, Alicia and
at Drvco, Drvco.
Oh, all right. Bye.
Bye, y'all.